Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Anne from La Belladonna Vintage Creations, and welcome all of my creators of all things beautiful. And today I decided to grab some things that I had worked on previously, kind of got things started and never finished. And I thought, let me go ahead and bring those on, kind of get some of them completed. And I wanted to bring you along with me. I wanted to use some of these colors are just so lovely. There's some mauves and there's ivories and so on. And I found, I do print out a lot of digitals. I use some from Lorna at TaylorMade Digitals. I use some of those. I love her work. And I love to, because I can use the beautiful ladies that she has on her digitals. And I like to print out background sheets, or I like to go to Hobby Lobby and buy those scrapbooking pads that are huge and so on. But I find that I get the best results from just using coffee dyed paper and putting my pictures on that instead of using those backgrounds. I don't know, some backgrounds I like to use. Sometimes I'm in that stage of the game where I just want to use just plain coffee dyed paper and go from there. So that's what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use that as the background of a lot of these. Some of these are already made, and I'm just going to fancy them up a little bit because they're just really pretty, and I thought it'd be beautiful to just add some color and add some lace and stuff to it. And some of them, like this one, I decided that I wanted to use the coffee dyed paper in the background. Now, what he used here was my, I have to show it to you. I call them my fancy scissors. I just really love that design. And I know that I can get beautiful results if I use some of those tear rulers. And I do have them. I opened them up. I got it from Hobby, it was, no, I take that back, from Amazon. I bought them, brought them down here, took one of them, the first one out, went to tear the paper and cut my hand. At that point, I said to myself, I think I'm just, unless I'm supervised by somebody, I think I'm just going to let that go for a bit. And granted, you could tear them, and I do that also. But these give me such a pretty background. I love it. I love that look. So on some of these, that's what I'm going to use. So I also have got this... I don't know where I got it. It's called We Are Memory Keepers. I know that I didn't buy it from a big box store or whatever. I did probably get it at an estate sale because things like this are expensive for me to buy, and so I think I did. I will show you what it looks like. Let me show you how pretty. This is like for hanger. You see that? You can kind of hang that. But what I'm going to use it for today is to pull some thicker ribbon through, or sorry, silk. So that's my plan. So I'm going to show you that. Other than that, just my basic scissor, and I think that is what we're going to use. Some of it I'll tear down, some of it I'm going to use my fancy scissors, and we're going to go from there. I'm going to use some, let me just move some of this on the side. I have a small work area. I've got some miscellaneous laces and trims and some appliques and so on. A little bit of glitz. We're going to put a little of that on. I think that would be nice. And we're just going to go from there and see where it takes us. So let's start. I think I want to start with her because I'm just in love with this. And I've got some very pretty, I got this at, I'm sorry I keep saying I'm always trying to search for words. Please forgive me. Trying to search for words, and this is what happens. This is from Crafty Me Shop. She had some sales where I bought bundles, and this was one of the bundles. Was a few of these packets of lace in a kind of a mauve color. I love it. Thought I would love to use it. I have got some little labels. I think I will use that. I may even use that sari silk on the side of this. And something like this would be even pretty for a journal cover. So I think I'm going to start with her. Let's just put some of this wonderful stuff on the side so I can concentrate on what I've got here to work on. Let's do that. And I'm going to put it on my side here so that I can just grab things as needed. So let's do that. And hope none of them just fall. So let's see here. Let's put this on the side. Let's bring her front and center like that. I did some of this last night when I came down here. I was working on some things. I hear all of the ladies say that they're kind of grabbing bits and pieces that was left on their work table. And that's what I've been doing for most of the week. I have been doing that. I felt that I needed to, I had little miscellaneous odds and ends. I had torn some pages of, again, miscellaneous leftovers, inked them. This I did upstairs when I was watching television, and I thought this would be something to do. And I wanted to make little scrappy things with them, which I did. So that's why I have some of that still left on my work table here. But I do see that, you know, sometimes you have to do that. You have to grab those little bits and pieces, and I love those little bits and pieces. First of all, you can just use a little stamper and put a pretty word on it. You can just use it as a background or something that you just want to just add to. I don't know. I have it here handy should I need it. So let's us begin. I want to use something behind her. So I want to put some lace, and I do have some very pretty appliques. I'm thinking of maybe using some of those. I'm just going to see what we have to work with. I have this, like I said, this beautiful ribbon. I'm going to maybe put that under and see how that looks. She's very pretty. And I have this, which is very beautiful too. Let's see. It's kind of curling on me. I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to just see if I want to use that yet. I have also got this very beautiful, it was also from Crafty Me, and it's just so gorgeous. It's really wide lace, and I took a section off. I think I bought it by the yard, and it's stunning. So let me see if that coloring looks good with it. That is very pretty too, isn't it? I like it. That's an idea. I have some miscellaneous bits and pieces, which I always love to keep on hand. That's kind of pretty, I think. I have some, just some incidental pieces to the side. I don't know if I want to use that on that. This is some gauze, and this is a very fine, and this has a little bit larger mesh, just much larger. So I'm not sure which one I want to look through and see and check it out. Let's see if that would look good behind it. I always like to back my stuff with some color, because you just have the coffee dyed paper. I want to just have some dimension. I have also got some of this. And this is very pretty. I kind of like that in a way. I just really do. Maybe this under it. Oh, yeah. Look how pretty. I think so. I like that. I like that. And that gives me some dimension there. So we may start with that. I don't want to, I do overthink everything. That's just, I think all of us have that same problem. And I don't want to use this big piece. I just want to use a piece of it. Let's just take some of this off here. I think so. Maybe a little bit more off of there. And I was able to get a lot of these different colors of gauzes, and they come in either table runners or napkins. I get them at the Tablecloth Factory. It's an online store. I get a lot of them. I get a lot of different kinds, and I do always go, for those mauve colors. I really do love those. That's just me. I do a lot in that mauve color, but I did get a lot of different colors. So I think I want to start with putting this piece down. So let's do that. I'll get that down there. I hope everybody is doing well. Today we've got a very beautiful sunny day, and I'm loving it. And I was talking to my son this morning on the phone, and I told him, I said, when yesterday it was so damp and dreary and snowed and rained and did all that kind of stuff, I just felt so chilled and uncomfortable. I made soup and just wanted to bundle up. It was one of those kind of days. And today the sun is shining. I'm warm and toasty. So you know what? I think it's all in the mind. It's mind over matter, but yet, that's where I am. So I think I'm going to take some of this off. I wonder how the weather is by you. I know we had, in part of Illinois, we had some very serious weather. We had some tornadoes. I'm glad that I didn't have them here. I worry all the time about tornadoes here. And there are times when we do get those warnings, and then we have to run to a place in the basement to just take cover. And I hate that. I do have a downstairs, right next to my craft room, I have a half bath. And it's pretty well secluded. So, that is a really good place for me to run and stay safe. So that's where I go. And I have a radio in there that is without battery. I don't have to have batteries or plug in just in case I lose power. And I could just, get that. You just have to, I think it's one of those that you just wind, and then you've got it. So that's what I have. Now let's see what else I have here. I think I want to fill in a little bit of this that I cut off. It was a seam. Looked like a seam here. Let's see. Just see if I can. Yeah, that might work. Just kind of getting things a little bit organized on this and her. And then before I do that, I want to bring that piece of gauze in here. I want that to hang off a little bit. Let's see where that takes us if we did that. I think so. I will probably be adding more layers because I think that I would like that better. Okay, and you know what? Because I'm going to put this here, I'm probably not going to be able to use that punch that I wanted to with that thicker sari silk. I'm thinking I won't be able to because it's not going to go through. So anyway, let's just do this. I'm going to put her on the side. Let me hot glue. I like to use hot glue gun when I'm doing the videos. This way I know that it's going to get dried and be able to move on to the next thing. Otherwise, you know how it is. If you're a crafter, when you're waiting for glue to dry. So let's get that out of there. And I'm going to put this piece about there to fill in. Okay. There. Good. Then I think a little bit of glue for that gauze. Just kind of have it hang off a little bit. I think. There. Okay. Like so. Now, let's see. I think I want to add something a little thicker down here. So we're going to go to this here. This is so beautiful. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I think that would be pretty to use some of that. Let me see. I also have some other stuff. I have that. And I have got, let me continue here. I've got some of this. It's not big enough. Let me see this. This is also very pretty. Let me cut some of this off. And look. This was probably a table runner also. Yeah. Let's see. Or, you know what? I'm going to take this bottom piece off too. This will give me more flexibility, I think, on it. I do a lot of shopping at estate sales. I know I've told you that before. I love doing that because I'm able to get beautiful linens and things that I normally wouldn't be able to get. You know, these are beautiful things that are very old. And, you know, strangely enough, at these, not all of them, but a good part of the estate sales that I go to, the people really don't recognize how beautiful these things are and how precious they are. And so I'm able to get things these linens and doilies and gorgeous things at a very good price. So that's what I try to do. Let's see here. I think I want something with a little more frill on the bottom. Maybe this. I think, you know what? That's kind of pretty. I just want something to just give it a skirt. Let's try that. Let's see. I'm going to get the right side of this. This is so pretty. And I'm going to see if I couldn't just make a pretty skirt here. Like that. Yeah, it's kind of pretty. Okay. Let's try it. Let me get my piece of, you know, at least I don't burn my fingers here for a bit. Okay, and let me see if I want to add a little bit more skirt. Maybe there. It's kind of pretty. And this up a little bit more glue here. There we go. There. Okay. Again, I want to put her in here so I can kind of judge how it's all looking. Okay. I think I'm going to just trim a little bit of this like that. Just like that. Okay. All right. Now, also, let's add a little bit more. Like that. And like that. Yeah. I'm just trying to layer a lot is what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to gear it for her there. So, okay. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this. Oops, I'm stuck. And this piece here, and this here. Oh, these glue strings are everywhere, aren't they? Okay, good. Now, I will glue more of this down a little better. I will do that, but this is a temporary thing. Now, let's see, what else have I got? And I've got some real pretty lace here. I like it. Okay, let's take some of that, and we're gonna layer this here. Oh my, let me make, okay, this is the way it goes right here. Pretty, very pretty. There, and I cut this off on the top here. Good. And we got that. Now let's see what else we want to do. Let me just glue a little bit more here. Now on this side is where I want to put this pretty ribbon, or it's lace, but it's just so ribbon-like. And I'm thinking that would be beautiful right there. Kind of coming off a little bit. And let me see what she would look like on there. Let's look. I think so. She's really pretty. I love it. And I always love to do a little bit off center. I always love to do that. I just love that. So I think we're going to do a little off center. And I'm just wondering if I used enough of that. Let me see here. I might use some of this. Let me try this. Let's just see. I don't know if this will rip or not. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it does. Let's see. Let's just stretch that out a little bit. See if that works. This is a little more depth of color. Let's see if that will be better. I think so. Look at much better depth. I like it. Yeah. Now, do I want to have this on top? Maybe not. Maybe underneath. Okay, so that side will be, let's do that. Let me just take a cut of this and put this to the side. Okay. And now we'll layer this side a little bit. Okay, lady, you just wait there for me. I'm right with you. Okay, now a little bit of hot glue going this way. Right there. Okay. And I like it because it's very frayed on the sides. And you can, you know, with gauze, and I mean, you could really fray that well. I like it. And make sure I get the right side, and it would be this one. Well, let me see her again. Make sure we've got her in. Yep. We got it. So what I am going to do now is get her glued on, and that lace will just glue itself down with her. Let's just do that. And then I'm going to turn her around a little bit. And this way, I'll keep everything in its place. Okay. Here. Yeah. Now. Okay. Now we're just going to trim some of this off. This way. Just kind of, yeah. Okay. We're getting there, but I want to do something on the top. Let me just glue this down a tiny bit here. I want to do something on the top, but I'm not sure what yet. Because she looks empty. So, what? Now I know I've got this. And I could put it behind, which is very pretty. That's a thought. And I have this, which is just lovely. Look at that. It's got such gorgeous fine netting in there, which probably won't be seen anyway. Would I want something maybe off to the side? You know, that might be a nice idea. Look at that. Maybe. Go there for a minute here so we could see you. But I don't need all of it. Let me just cut this off here. And we'll use this for something else. And maybe just because there's nothing in this picture here. So maybe we can just gather it right there. We're going to see if we can do that. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Let's just put a little bit of that down, glue. Let me get my little dauber thing. I know this isn't meant for this. It's some kind of a tool for the house. But you know what? This works beautiful because if I get hot glue, this really takes it right off of my mat here. And this is really good. It's a silicone, and it just keeps it from sticking. So I do like that. Okay, so that's the first coat, or the first layer, I should say. And let me just... I think I'm just going to take a little piece of this off the bottom. Okay, so now we're there. And I should have probably kept this on. Let's look here. Maybe there. Ooh. Maybe that way. We're just now looking. We're just rehearsing a little bit, or just checking things out how we want them. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's better. Okay, let's take this little bit of netting off of here. We don't need that now. And bring this in like that. And I need still something else here. We have to do that. I have this. No. Just... well, you know what? It may work. I just want to frame her. And that kind of frames her nicely. So, let's try that. Let's see if there's anything else I would like instead. Before we glue her down, I think I would like to maybe put maybe a button or something cute here. I don't know. I've got my bag of things. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, you know what I have? I wonder if this would work. Oh, look how... Oh, that's so pretty. This is a spool. Look at this, a big spool that I have of these rhinestones. Oh, they're gorgeous. So I'm going to keep that handy. Now I think I want something maybe in gold on there, maybe in there, to bring in the gold from this. See how pretty she would look? So, this I have to say will be easier said than done. Let me find it. Okay, let's look. I have got... That's kind of pretty. These I got at Hobby Lobby. They're buttons. I've got these buttons too, but I don't know. I don't know. And these again were at Hobby Lobby. Were $1.99, actually $2.29, and they were reduced down to 49 cents. This is my kind of sale. You gotta love it. And that's really kind of pretty. Thinking still, thinking still. I've got, no, wrong color. Let me look. I've got some of these I just bought. And they're all silver, except her. But I don't have the little picture handy to put in there. Let's see if I've got something else. Ooh. Oh, it was made for her. Oh my gosh. Do I love that or what? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, she's gorgeous with it. This again, Hobby Lobby. Let's take it off. All right. And I'll put a little bulb pin once I'm done. Let me see here if I can just take this off. Okay. I've got my glue on nails on, man. I just want to make sure that I don't pop them off. Anyway, they are glued on. They're those, you know, I can't see myself spending $100 to go to a nail salon. I just can't do it. So I get these at Shein, and they're really cheap, and I can just use them for a couple days and get rid of them and put another color on. It's how I roll. So she has got this beautiful, oh my gosh, how gorgeous is this to hang there? I think I would like that. And maybe if I could just see if I could put a little ribbon or something. I'm not sure if I have one that color handy. I'm not sure. Because usually when I'm doing these videos, I try to gather everything, you know, keep it kind of close so that just in case I have got it handy, but I didn't even think of this. Oh my gosh. I found something else. Okay. This again is another applique that I thought I could maybe would be beautiful. But I want to put it under. I wonder. Yeah, I think I would like to put it above. But then it covers this up, doesn't it? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's just wait on this. And so let's see here. We're going to put this up here. Let's start. So we're going to put, I'm going to glue this here. Again, we're just trying to fill in to frame her. We're going to just come in like so. Okay. There. And then we have this that we want to put in. Then I got this place. Let me fix this a little bit here. All right. This is where we need little pieces. Just kind of fill in a little bit. You know how that goes? Yeah, we can put a little piece in there. Or this. I should have just put this on the top there. Well, that's done. So let's, here's another piece of this. We can maybe put that here. You know why? That might work. Let's try that. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. We used some of it here. And we can use some of it up here. Gonna bring that over there. And then we have, do we want that there? Not really. We can put that behind it. and then put this on top of it. So let's do that. Put a little bit of this here, little glue, adding a little bit more texture, a little more layers, and this here. Oh, I don't like that. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's coming apart. That's what happens when you cut it that way. Oh, and I kind of liked that. Let's see. I might have something else, so let's keep looking. Alrighty, have another piece of this. Ay, 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 ay. One little section, and that's causing me trouble. It just is. So we're going to just keep on looking. I have got this. That would be pretty. All I want is a little something, something, you know? To give it a little bit of... Let's see. I got there. Okay, we're just going to keep moving along here and see what we got. This is too white. And, oh, let's see, wait. Oh, look at this. This is from a wedding gown that I took apart. Still got some of the satin, though, on here. But I'm wondering if we couldn't just take a piece of that off. Let's try it. You know, let's just try, see what happens. Okay. How much of it do I want? Maybe up to there. Okay. Let's see if I can just pull this off. Sometimes you just, you know, I grab some pieces and then I don't complete. So that's why I have the satin still on there. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's the ticket. Okay, let's see what we've got there. Oh, I think so. I think it's perfect. You see, never give up looking, because you always find something. Right? Perfect. Just fill in that paperwork. Fill in that gap. Okay. Now, we've got that. Now we want to decide on this. Do we want to use this or do not want to use this? Let's see. That really looks pretty, doesn't it? But it kind of covers up a lot. But you know what? I don't care. Let's cover it up a little bit. I don't care. Let's do that. It's just such a pretty applique. I have to use it. I used it on something the other day. I used part of it, and it was just, I just loved it so much. Okay. Now, I'll continue if there's anything else that we want to put on before we do this. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of this here. Just a little more of a something. Yeah. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, we got to get it on there. Yeah. Okay. So now, let me get the bulb pin right next to me here. Let me get one out. Okay. There we go. And we'll get that gorgeous cameo to hang in there. Oh, I think it's so pretty. And then we still are going to put in our bling on the side here. Oh my gosh, how pretty is this? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so let's do it. You know, every once in a while, You know, you just hit it right when you go to Hobby Lobby. Just hit it right. And sometimes you don't. Just happened that that day I was able to find this. And there was probably only one left. That's why I only have one in my jar there. But that's okay, right? And get the one and be happy. Okay, so she's there. And now, let me just put this down. Whoops, don't hide her face. And we're going to put this here. So we've got some bling on each side. Okay. Up you go. All right, let's try that. Okay. Okay, cut this down here, about there. Very easy to cut this, I have to say. Very easy. Okay, let's do that. I look at that sun outside and I get so happy that spring is coming. We'll be here before you know it. Oh, love it. I went out, looked out my front, and there's the all the bulbs are coming through, and they're about 5 inches high. Oh, it's so exciting. And then there's some, you know, the trees are starting to bud. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love that time of the year. And let's see, what else have I got here? Have I got anything else that would make me happy? Oh, that's pretty too. I wonder if I could put that in with that. Oh, I think I could. Yeah, maybe so. Let's try it. Be pretty to have the heart also, right? Okay. So that would have to go. Let's see. Yeah, let me see. Oh, the other side. Let's do the other side. Yeah. Here we. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. Go back here again one more time. And then I've got a pearl that looks like it's coming loose. I need to fix. So we'll do that with some hot glue. Okay. Oops. I'll get it. There you go. Yeah, it's this pearl. Let's just give it a little dab. Okay. Yeah. And this needs a little bit of hot glue here, I think. Okay. To keep that down. Well, what do you think? I think she's kind of okay. And I think she would look pretty on something on a page, don't you think? Let's see if I have anything here that would even resemble a page of anything. So let's just take a piece of our coffee dyed paper and see what she looks like on there. Oh, she is really pretty. Look how pretty is that. I love it. I really love it. I just feel that there's got to be something to put here. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything that would go there well. It's because I can't finish. I can't just be done with something. I have to just keep going. Just keep going. I don't know, but I think I probably should stop and start something else. You know, I think so. Let's just do that. Let's just let it go right now, or we can put this. Maybe that's what we'll do. We can put it in the back. Just to fill in that spot, you know? Doesn't need a lot. It just needs a little. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's do it, or I won't be happy, you know? I'm not going to be able to survive this. I have to do this. See? Just need that little bit. Okay. Now, we got that. And we need to just bring this down a little. There. Hold on. We're doing all our little... There we go. just to keep that together. Okay, so she is beautiful. She is done. And I'm going to put her on the side. And let's see what else we got to play with. Okay, I have got, let's see, let's take out some of this and see what we want to work on next. That's something that I stamped, which is fun. Oh, look at those. That's kind of fun. Let me take those out. Take that out. Take a nice piece of coffee dyed paper. Let's see, what else have we got? This is pretty. You know what? I think I want to put laces on some of these, is what I'd like to do. That would be kind of fun, too. We already did a lady. Let's just use some of that. Okay, and let me get another bigger piece of coffee dyed paper, in case we want to go a little bit larger. Okay. Yeah, why not? That one's nice. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. And I think I would like to put maybe a little bit of music paper behind it between. Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to take a piece of this music paper, tear that down. See, I do tear some things, you know. Okay. So, there, just to let some of that show. Let's see. There's that. Oops. And I had this. I'd like to put that on there too. I kind of like to use that. Since we have some music notes there, that would be kind of nice. But I think I'm going to need a bigger piece of coffee dyed paper. Let's just do that. I'm going to give myself enough room there. Okay, let's just give it a little bit bigger piece here. Okay. There. And I'm going to use a little bit of Distress ink because I would like to use the, I use Vintage Photo I have here on my desk. We could use that. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I want to cut this a little bit here. There's some of the green showing from the side, I think. There was, maybe I had backed it with something green, looks like. All right, and here we got this. Let's use this. And let's see, I'm going to use this too here. Okay, bring that down just a tiny. Okay. I think it always looks so pretty when you distress it. It just gives it that dimension, gives it that finished look. And I watch a lot of videos from out there. There's such talented ladies out there that make things, and they do beautiful work, and they don't distress, and they still look so gorgeous. And I like to round my corners and stuff like that, and they don't. Everything is, they use things that are just very squared, and I just think it's amazing. I love seeing them do these things because they make it look beautiful. When I do it, it just doesn't look finished. But I think it's all in the head, right? It's all in the mind. It's all in what you think, and it's all in how you feel, and it's all on how you create. And we have to create what's comfortable for us. You know, I think so. I'm going to do the back of this too. Yeah. Okay. Probably should just do this down here. It'd be so much easier. Okay, yeah, there you go. A little bit down here and around. Okie doke. I think we've got, oh, I didn't do this one yet, so let me just do this. Okay. And this is, came from a music book, and it just is, the color of it was so beautiful. Wow, I love it. So, okay. So let's do this. And I want to put some lace, of course. So let's check out what we want to use. There's that. And we can put some of this in between. So I do like that color because it brings out that mauve that's in here. I like that for sure. Let me look at this. Is so pretty also. I'm wondering if I'd want to use some of this under here. Oh, I think so. Look how pretty that looks. Let's get that music in. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm going to just take a piece of this off. Let's cut this down a little bit. Oop, I'm backwards. Let's see. This side has got some beautiful leaves, so I think I might want to use that. Oop, come back. Let's try that. When it's so beautiful, you just hate to use the whole big piece, you know? Because as much as Esme has those amazing sales, and she has such beautiful things all the time, sometimes you get a favorite, and then you find that it isn't there anymore. You don't have it. So, you know, that's the problem. Okay, I like that because I want to see some of this color through it. So I like it. So let's do that. Okay, let's glue that down. Yeah, like that. Okay. Can you see me there? I want to make sure you can see. And then this can go there. Let me just get, I think I need to just get some of this off here. And, okay, maybe it's a little too high. I think so. Right there is beautiful. Okay. There. Okay, now I'm going to put some of this, but I don't want to use a lot of it. Let's tear some of this off. Okay. There. Let's see. Kind of stretch it out a bit. And let's see if we can just set that there, maybe. Yeah. Pretty. Yes. Now we need something I want to put in between. And I do have some of this gauze. That's pretty. And I like it because you can see through and you can still see some of the music. I like it. And then we have this gauze here to bring out that color that we like. Yeah. Okay. I like it. So let's take some of this off. Okay. Okay. That's there. And that looks nice. And this to there would look nice. Now, I do want to add something else in a way of some. Oh. Remember we were going to put that here. I'm going to put that down on the bottom here maybe. See, I think so. That's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? Okay, I like that. Let's put that on the side. And let me just glue a little bit of this down. Just so we know where we're standing, where we stand here. Let's do that. Okay. And there. Okay. Now, this we're going to put here. Let's get that down. Now, we got her, this, not her, it's a tag, or actually, I think I actually created it just to be like something in a tuck space that you could just journal in the back. I think that is what I originally decided to do with this. Let's see, what else have we got? This is kind of pretty to be in the top. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. We're going to cut some of this off, so let me just put that here. And then on the bottom is where we were going to put that... Here it is. Because it never fails, don't I lose things. You know, this is kind of pretty because it's so musical, I feel, right? I think so. This says Paris on there. I wonder if I should put this on the top and this on the bottom so we can see the Paris. I think that could be, I think that could work. I think so. I think that could work. Let's just leave that there a minute. Okay, that's something else. Let's see what we've got for the top here. We use this pretty lace. Let me just see if we want to put something on the top here or not. You know, I almost don't know if I want to. Let's see here. But it needs something, doesn't it? Let's see if we can put just a little piece of this on top. That's too much. Here's a real pretty. That's kind of pretty to just go up there. I don't know, because we have to put this up here. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me put this down. Like so. I am so indecisive all the time. This is, you know, when I'm working down here by myself, I'm doing the same thing. I'm, you know, second guessing myself and so on. Okay, so let me take some of this off. Okay, this off. I'm just going to kind of even things out a little bit, right? Just kind of give it a little bit of a haircut. There. Yeah, beautiful. And then I think... Oh, my goodness. Oh. My goodness. We can do that. And then put this on the top, which I think I'm going to do right now. Let me just put him on him. Let me put the symphony down here, because we want to do that. Like so. Yeah, it's so pretty. Yes. Some of that off. Pretty, pretty. And then I have this, so I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. So, let me think. Why can't I used a punch to make this design. And I just love it. We can do that. We can just make layers. Let's do that. Why not, right? This isn't a lady's picture or anything. It's just a background. So why not? Yeah. So we're going to take a little bit more of this. There. Put that there. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So we have that. Now, we want more layers. Yeah. Not that. Let's see if we can use some of this. It's too curly. Got some more of this from that gown, which is just, oh God, I love this. It's just, I coffee stained it. And I usually will just, with fabric and stuff, I'll just usually tea stain. But in this case, I coffee stained it, and I just use it for everything. Look at how good that is. Let's just get that in there. It's just the perfect color for this. I know. Just sometimes you just do the right thing. Not always, just sometimes. Yeah. Okay. That's layered nicely. I like it. Get rid of a little bit of these threads. All right. Now, do we want to put anything else in there since we've got some really nice layers? I don't want to cover that up, but I think I will put this here because I just have to, you know? And then I'm happy. Okay, let's try that. See? Just kind of finishes it up a little bit. Hold on, let me just bring that down a little bit more. Okay. There. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Are we done? I will look. I kind of like this. I really think that it's good. But I need that one piece in there. Boy, I tell ya. You know, I just tell ya. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. And again, let's just see what a piece of paper might look like here. See how pretty? It just is really, it's just so nice. I love it. Okay, let's try one more thing. Okay, let's try one more. This I love because it's almost like a belly band. So let's kind of, let's use it as if it were. So let me see if we've got a nice long piece. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to use my fancy scissors. Okay. Like so. Okay. A little bit down here. A little bit up here. And let's see what we look like. Oh, yeah. It's pretty. Let's use a little bit of our Distress ink. And you know what? I have some of this. Look how pretty that would look with it. Oh, yeah. Just happened to put it on my desk with everything else this morning. So let's just do it this way. Okay. I just can't wait until this weather gets nicer. I'm just wanting so bad to get out to, I have a cottage in Wisconsin, and oh boy, I just can't wait to get out there. It just, you get itchy. At the end of the season when fall comes, it just seems like I'm so happy just to come home and spend time at home and start working on things that I need around the house and so on. But boy, I tell you, when it comes to this time of the year, I just want so bad to just get out there. I really just want to get out there. You know what we can do on this one? I wonder if we couldn't just use this on the top, and then bring this through. We could do that. Or, because I'm so indecisive, maybe we can just like scrunch the side. I don't know. Or maybe we can bring this down the middle, which is full of string. Let's see if we can do this, which is kind of different also. I do know. Let's just start working with what we got and see what we can do. Okay, let's see. We're going to take a length of this because I like that. And we're going to cut that down right in the middle. Okay. So this side we can use there. And then this other side that we cut off, we can use on this other side like this. That would be pretty. Let's see, what have we got here? Let's look. I have got some of this. Oh yeah, I think so. There. And maybe this underneath, like that. Just a little bit sticking out to give it color. I think so. Let's start to do that. Let's bring our hot glue gun in. Get that in here. Like so. Yeah. And then we'll put this one in also on the other side. Oop, dragging everything with the glue. Oop, stay there. There we go. Yeah. Now I want to put some, let's see, I don't want to use the pink. I do want to use some, let me look, let's see, what have I got here? Let's see. I want to use this. I think so. Let's take a little of this off. This is just netting again from a gown. Oh, it's pretty. Okay, we're going to leave that out there just in case. Okay. Okay. Put that in here. And that. Let's see if we can bring that up there. I like it. And then we want to put a little bit of this velvet just to give us some nice color, is to bring out some color. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. I think so. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's just put it down while we can. I'm starting to get hungry. I had a little bit of soup earlier, and I don't know, still hungry. Okay, and we got that. Okay. I need another glue stick. Hold on. I gotta dig deep. What did I do with them? Bear with me. I have them somewhere. Oh, goodness. I think the box, oh, here it is. Box fell. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. There we go. Box fell. All right. Now let's take this down here. And I want to bring this a little bit more over. And this too. Okay. There. Now we've got this on the bottom here. Okay. That would look pretty there, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Pretty. And we can use this on the top maybe, just to kind of, yeah, why not? Just to finish it off and use up what we used on the bottom, right? Okay. Okay, let me just glue that a little bit better and just trim it up just a little bit. Okay. Okay, and let's just glue a little bit more down here. There. I'm liking that, right? And then we had this piece that was kind of falling apart. Let's see if we can cut that and use some of it. Because we don't waste anything here, do we? We don't waste anything. Okay. I don't think think I even need, well, oh, you know what? I could go down here and give it an extra little bit of layering. Or do we not want? I don't even think I want it. I think I want to just leave it just like it is. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Why not? Okay, just glue some of this down here. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to just show you what we did earlier, just kind of recap some of this. And that will, you know, that will be it. I'll go do some more laundry. So we've got that, which is, I love. And we've got this, which I love. And then we've got, she's the star of the show, right? Yeah. She's the star. And this is just the little guide, a little extra, a little something, something, right? But I do like everything. I do like everything that we did today. I love it. You know? So, anyway, I want you to do something nice for yourself today. You know, we're important. And sometimes, you know, we give to others and we don't get a chance to do anything for ourselves. We just don't find time anymore. And so you need to just find a little bit of time. Even if it's something small, something that you love, something that makes you smile, if it means you're crafting or if it means just having a cup of tea or doing something, just something nice for yourself. And as always, hold your family very close. Take care till I see you the next time. Bye.